All right. Waiting for a few people to get in here.
Hello, hello.
I see 32.
It's me
We
again,
got
Margaret.
we got the beautiful Kathy with us today.
Well, thank you.
I
Good
got
to be here.
yeah. What you been up to today? Burning up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It been raining here. Y'all been getting any rain?
We got a bad storm supposed to be here soon. If I
Yeah.
get knocked off, I forgot to tell you that's what happened.
Yeah. Hey, well. I see we got 42. Hey, Chad. Hey, Slim. We'll give it a minute
Hey, Slim.
and hey, me, Mom. Oh, we're gonna give it a couple of minutes, y'all. What'd you say that name was? Tammy Bone? Ben? Hey, Janie
Doggle
Jane.
Ben.
Doggle. Hey, that's Chad. Think a while on that video there. On that
I
name, I mean.
know, that's a tongue twister. Hey, Jane. We said it right.
Hey, Sandra. Hey, Joyce.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, we got some new developments here on this, y'all. I'll go ahead and tell you. Uh, well, hold on a minute. Hey, we'll catch you. Because
Yeah,
when I started, it's gonna spill the beans right off the bat. Uh, hey, Linda,
yeah,
Judith,
no.
Larissa. We got
Gladys,
Miss Gladys
Sandra.
in there. I ain't seen Miss Gladys. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I see
Gladys is
why.
in there.
Uh, hey, Kathy, can you see the moderators good on your TV?
No, because it's against that white. You can't see the color
Yeah,
spelling up. You can't tell who it is.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
knew because it was a long name.
yeah, yeah. I struggle like seeing the moderators. Like I,
Yeah,
I usually have to ask Tammy.
I struggle. I've been having trouble seeing a lot too, and
Yeah.
I guess we need glasses, Danny. We're getting old.
Hey, I got glasses on, but like them donuts about burnt me, boy.
Yeah,
Well,
and reading
listen,
glasses will ruin your eyes. But you gotta
yeah.
have them.
So somebody told me that a long time ago that
Yeah,
because
I wish
like,
I'd known, but you can't see without them.
well, I mean, hell, I can't read without them. I mean, I can't,
I
you
can't.
know, you know, when I go into a store or something other, I mean, I can't see the price.
Right, right.
Hey, Tanya. Hey, Miss Carol, one of my girlfriends there. So look here, y'all. It come to my attention that them views, I still ain't so sure about it. I still ain't so sure about the subscribers. But like,
No,
I'm gonna give them that. I'm gonna just say, well, okay, we'll scratch that. Oh, somebody made a video and showed where them where them views all come from. They was all on one video, and I don't understand that. I really don't understand it. That uh, 64 million views on one video yeah. I mean, you never see that, you know. You never see that.
it's
But
unheard of, really.
yeah. But like, I'm a later. I'm gonna lay it down here, and then we're gonna get Kathy in here, and we're gonna discuss it and everything. See what everybody thinks. Uh, so the lady that I said her reviews and subscribers wasn't legit. Couldn't to find out, she took somebody else's video. She done it with somebody else's video. And just what you see on the screen, this woman has also got that video. But look at the subscribers on her channel. This woman right here. That video that the other woman's got, they got the same video up. And it ain't just them two's got the same video up. That thing's on TikTok. It's on Instagram. It's under different names in other places. I'm gonna show y'all that. This right here is being copied. This video has been copied so much. The original owner of that video is pissed. Because if that video is that great, she got reason to be pissed. Everybody's making money off of her. So I'm going to scroll down and show you here the video. You know, hey, y'all, I got plenty to show y'all. That's the video there. I'll leave it there a second. That's the video. And let me scroll down a little further. You see, this person got 20,000 views.
It's the one that says it's not a cat, it's a raccoon. That's the video we're talking about.
Rushbook says, I never said it was her original content. Hey, do you know that? Do you know that's just as bad? I mean, that's even worse, man. Did you know that's stealing?
Stealing somebody else's content. Okay, I'll shut up.
Hey, that's stealing.
It is.
And okay, so I ain't gonna play the video, y'all.
I need to tell you something.
Okay, go ahead, Tim.
I'm leaving that corn on the low cooking on the stove. It should be fine. You want cigarettes? You want coffee?
Tammy's over here like thinks fit to go to church.
Well, don't go to the store first.
Who would think the truth would be worse, y'all? You know, Cassie's gonna get in here in a minute. But I'm just kind of laying the groundwork. This right here, now I've studied this, y'all. So there's people on YouTube. I started, well, let me get my facts straight, y'all. Let me get my facts straight. So I started noticing about people getting their channel took down. And you see it all the time where video creators, they making a video and then they got clips, showing clips and stuff in there of other people. Like movie stars and where they saying something on a movie and stuff like that. And I studied it and they taken a channel down for doing that. And there's a lot of this going on. That means somebody that's sitting back. Making money off of other people's creation. And there's a lot of that, y'all. There's a whole lot of, if you are legit on YouTube, it's tough. But anyway, the actual truth is worse than so I got I'll show you another. Here you go. I got another page pulled up here. It takes a
Hey,
second.
Michelle.
It takes a second, John. Oh, you see that first one right there, y'all? That video's on TikTok. And I'm going to scroll on down too and show you. They are just, I don't know how many people has got this video on their channel. You know what I mean? Because you can have it under another name, under another title. But that's what people's doing, y'all, is somebody makes a good video, and there are people out there, just like you would figure, that is out there searching for this kind of thing. And they take it and put it on their channel. And I mean, YouTube can't hardly keep up with all the nonsense. So I'm going to scroll down and let you see. Now that channel there's astrologically, whatever it is there. You see it.
Astrology.
Astrology. All right, there's her.
Astrology, yeah.
There's her,
That's her original video, right?
what? What's that, Kathy?
I said, so if that is Astrology's original video,
Oh man, you don't know. You don't know.
you just never know where.
Yeah, I mean, see, here it is under somebody else, see? That same video.
Yeah, I see that.
Hey, I'm
A year
telling
later.
y'all, here's another. And, it skips a few people, and then it starts back up. I mean, there it is right there. This is a Facebook video of that. And here it is up under, y'all. I mean, here's another one. And what I done is I went in there and looked up dead cat, raccoon, or something other like that. And it pulled all these up. And see what I'm talking about a different title there?
Oh, yeah.
That cat was so relieved to not be a dead raccoon. And I mean, I don't know who the original owner is, y'all. I mean, you would like have to go and click on each one. And that's what YouTube does. So YouTube, they'll go and look and see who put that video up first. But it's probably so far out of hand.
Excuse me, Danny. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Danny, excuse me for a second.
All right.
Rusty Bucket is in here demanding that his question be answered.
What's the question?
Regardless of whether you think it's theft or not, did I not prove my point that she got the subs without people buying them?
Hey, I don't know, buddy. I don't know about that.
You really haven't proved anything.
It don't look like it on her channel. I mean, her last video I looked this morning 227 views on her last video. I mean, that don't prove nothing. You know what I mean? If you got that many subs, don't you think you get more than 221 views? See, I mean, it this don't make no sense, yo. No, I ain't been looking at the chat, Kathy.
I
Hey,
am.
you don't know, you don't know. But I know
Nah,
the
you really, he said I already showed where she got her number.
not numbers, number, not numbers, number. That I don't even know how. You know, a 11-second video ain't even supposed to count as a view. I mean, I heard a video had to be it might be different on this. Uh, it might be different on the shorts, But anyway, y'all, you know what I mean. Even if he is right, the subs are legit. The, that video got 64 million views by itself.
Mm,
The video was stolen, and that is
it was a
worse.
stolen video. Yeah,
That,
that's worse.
that is worse.
And there's his son in there saying haters gonna hate. You're the biggest hater of all, Trey. You might want to talk to your daddy about that, right? I'm the one you sent. I'm the one you sent the picture to, Trey. So you might wanna rethink that comment. Okay. I digress, Danny.
Huh? He might have
I
forgot
mean,
him.
his son's in here saying, calling us haters. You wanted my husband to pop your daddy in the head. You wanted him to pop. He said, I wish he was here so you could pop him in the head for me. I can't do it because he's my dad. We had many conversations. I guess he forgot about that, though, right?
Oh, I guarantee he forgot.
And let me
Then,
just say one thing. Bucket, you tell Trey not to respond. And to prove my point, I'm just going to say one thing. Bucket really liked a frying pan that I had. I told Trey to get him one for Father's Day and he would love it. And Bucket couldn't understand how he knew he wanted that. There's your answer, Bucket. Okay, Danny, go ahead.
no, hey, Kathy, it's your turn now, girl.
And
It's your.
I'll be glad to text you the pictures he sent me of you. And it's not a good look. So if you think I could have showed or said everything I could on here, no, it's only half of it. It's not even half of it.
She ain't lying, y'all. I've
So
seen the
no, I'm
picture.
not a hater.
I seen the picture.
Yeah, Danny, I sent the picture to Danny. Two of them. Two pictures. And he didn't even know they was being taken, right, Danny?
Oh, I don't know about that. You didn't ever tell me that.
He was passed out. He was passed out. How could he know somebody was taking his
Oh,
picture?
oh,
And
oh!
especially texting him somebody.
I didn't realize he was passed out.
Yeah, his eyes were closed. So Trey, do you have anything else to say? You're an adult. Give him a second, and we'll continue. But this right here, I did a video earlier about this, and it's a smack in all creators' faces. And this is even worse. So you stole content and got the views, if they're legitimate. You stole the content. Well, that makes it all better, right, Daddy?
No,
Does that make
that's
it
it.
better?
That's even worse. You know, stealing is stealing.
Thou shalt not steal.
You know,
How
I
do you
used to,
think the person? Can you imagine that being your son in that video, or your grandchild, and somebody taking it, acting like it's their own, and taking credit for it? That's what she's doing.
hell yeah, it's on their channel.
When you put that, Rusty Bucket says, when you put things out on social media, it is not yours. Read terms of service. There's such things as copyright, and absolutely, it's yours. It's your content. It is against terms of service. Absolutely. 100%. You can sit and play that video all day and talk while you're playing it, do a commentary on it. It's not against terms of service. But when you take somebody else's work and you download it and uploaded it like it's your own, that is against terms of service, and they will take your channel down for it. So next, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I studied up on that, Kathy. That's
I
something
have
that
too.
I heard the YouTube people talk. There was a video of somebody that worked at YouTube. That's like number one thing for them, you know.
Yeah. If she stole it, why did they not take her channel down? Because it hadn't been recorded.
Hey,
Keep
hey,
on
Rush,
running your mouth, Bucket.
hold on just a minute, Rusty Buck.
Keep on.
Me and Steven made a cover video in 2018. They took it down the other day. I got a strike on my channel. And that thing's been up there since 2018. I mean, they have, YouTube's busy. And let me say this right here. I talked to Kathy. You know, somebody's like, talking about she's jealous. Here's what she told me, y'all. She said she wished she could be jealous so she could know what jealousy feels like for once in her life. She don't know what jealousy feels like.
I really don't care. But you know what? This,
Hey, I believe it. I believe
when
it.
I spend my money making videos, uh-uh. Nah, this ain't right. This is wrong on so many levels.
Yeah, I mean, it's worse, man. It's worse.
Yeah, it's work. And I'm still not seeing how many millions of views.
That one video that he showed had 64 million views. And the one this pause up
Okay.
here, this pause up, what was it? She had 20,000. And that
Yeah.
same,
But
that,
but but the total views on Growing in Grace was how many? 167,000. I mean million. 167 million views total on that channel.
hey, I don't remember Kathy. It was
That's still a lot of millions of views that this ain't. Like I said earlier, the math ain't mathing. It still ain't. Make it make sense. You still hadn't done it, Bucket. It's still not there.
yeah,
Yeah, way back then, Jane.
this right here is a big thing, y'all. You trust me. Because, I mean,
Oh, it's real big.
there's people that's sitting back that ain't doing a damn thing but like just looking for a popular video to make money off of. They ain't doing nothing. Because if you actually do YouTube right, it's hard to do, yo.
Well, you need to go back to school, Bucket. You need to go back to school.
You
Make
ain't,
it make sense. All of the views.
yeah, you ain't proved nothing, Rusty Bucket.
You ain't proved nothing. Where's all the views from 70,000 subs when she can't get 10 people in her lives, 20 people in her lives?
Hey, there you
Make
go.
that make sense.
There you go.
Keep on talking. Nah, I ain't taking nothing as it is. And people can say I'm being mean. I'm upset. Yeah, I talk loud. I'm Southern. I don't talk like that. I'm sorry.
Rusty Bucket,
It don't make no sense, Danny, and it's still wrong.
you can ask anybody in here is using somebody else's video like that. And I mean, it ain't edited. It's just straight copied. You can ask anybody in here and see what they say. Is that right or is that wrong?
Slim Twiggy, do you think that's right or wrong? You want to go find you a video that somebody else did and get you a few million views? Slim, I'm asking you. Yeah, it's me, Ann. Well, yeah, I meant that. Slim, do you think it's right?
Yeah, Kathy's in here,
That's
yo.
your phone. Man.
No, she ain't over here. Kathy's at her house. Roofers know how to
Yeah.
do stuff
Okay,
like this.
Slim.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
Slim. I'm just, that's another creator right there. Slim thinks it's wrong, too. And I'll go even further, Danny. People keep asking me about the community post. Well, she's getting so many thousands of likes and comments on her community post. Well, guess what? And I've done this myself. I've Googled an image, but I'm not doing it for likes and all that stuff. I'm just doing it. I'm not making them mean. I'm using somebody else's meme, and I'm not getting paid for that. And I'm not getting views and all that. That's a totally different ball game. I wouldn't dare go and take somebody's video and upload it as my own and let it go viral or anything. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't, I don't even think that way. I don't.
y'all know how this all started? Does anybody know how this all started? I can tell you how it started. When that
Yeah.
man went over there on Stephen's channel in chat saying over and over, have you been calling my wife? That's what ticked me off. And like people are like a wasp. You might could go up there and take a fishing pole and mess with the nest, but like you quit and go back in 2 minutes and do that same thing again. They'll tear you up. So what I'm saying is, it takes people a little while to get mad after they get to thinking about it and everything. And I mean, hey, Rusty Bucket, I mean, you look like a fool in there saying they legit, but she stole the video. I mean, you look like a fool. I mean, why don't you just like I would hide if I was you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in here talking if I were you, Bucket. Danny, I disagree with you respectfully, but I thank you again for allowing me to show you my side. That's all I have to say. So I
Yeah.
make me understand this, and I know this comment's for you, Danny, but make me make sense. How does Rusty Bucket have a side in this?
Hey, I guess he's the spokesman.
A promoter, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All
Where's the
righty then.
Where's the woman that stole the video at?
Yeah. Where's she at?
Now listen, y'all. This is a fact. That's a fact. That video stolen so much. Man, there's a bunch of people on TikTok got it. This is what them people do. They sit back and and feed off of other people's hard work. Whoever I mean, you can find out who the original person that owns that video clip.
Yeah, I know how to
But
do
but
that.
you but you have to look, see when it was uploaded. And it probably come from YouTube. Might have been a Facebook video. But Facebook videos, y'all, you can't go copy Facebook videos neither. Almost all Facebook videos are a YouTube video. Unless somebody's out there showing their dog or a deer in the yard or something like that. That might be an independent person that don't, that you could get that video, but like the good videos on Facebook and Instagram, they belong to somebody. That don't mean you can go in there on Facebook and just help yourself. I done all this stuff and checked into it and everything, y'all. You can't you can't do that. That strike I got on my channel from playing that music. Steven was actually singing on that. I mean, that shouldn't have never happened. I could have fought it, but I've had strikes before. And it's just best not to argue with them. I mean, it's a back and forth thing with YouTube. You can, I forgot what you call it, but you can say, no, it does belong to me. And them, these, what you call these songs we do? What you call them? I mean, they ain't copyrighted.
Karaoke. Karaoke.
Karaoke, yeah, they ain't copyrighted, y'all. But somebody might own the words.
I paid for a program that came with music that was not copyrighted, but the owner of the music, a couple of the artists, decided to copyright their music. To this day, videos I done 2 years ago, they come and making me take it off my videos because now it's copyrighted,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and there's
and
people
I have to
doing,
take it off because it didn't belong to me.
and there's people doing that too. Okay, that's a trick to
Yeah,
get you to put their music on there, and then if that video does good, they'll get the money. You
right,
you like
exactly.
you like can't hardly trust nothing.
I don't, I don't trust nothing no more. I wouldn't pay for another song for
And
nothing
actually,
because you don't know when they're going,
yeah, and
when they're
actually,
going to come back and say, well, you got to take it down.
yeah, actually, you get to looking at YouTube and you like will kind of get scared to near about do anything really. You know?
Yeah.
Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that You ain't supposed to read nothing that come from the newspaper. And like, if I read something come from the newspaper on my YouTube channel, that newspaper, somebody owns them words. And pictures is like that too. It's just so out of control that I mean, it's so out of control that they can't handle everything. I reckon. I mean,
Unless their attention is brought directly to that video.
yeah,
And I think Rusty Bucket said earlier it's hard to report to YouTube. No, it's not. You just got to know what you're doing. Yeah, you can go to somebody's channel and report their video all day. Yeah, that you can't do too much with that. But there's ways to do it. I actually know how to do that. Is a flag on a YouTube video a strike?
no,
No, it is
if
not.
it's a strike, that you won't see the video that's a strike because they took mine down. I ain't mad neither, Rusty Buck. Hell, I'm sitting
My
here
last
like,
statement, I do not know why all the hate talk. And ain't nobody doing hate talk. I'm just talking. You know how I talk. And Daddy might have treated you with respect. But let me tell you something. I ain't got no respect for you. The things I know, I have zero respect for you. So I'm not going to treat you with respect. I don't have to. That's my prerogative. Danny, am I wrong? I mean, am I okay?
well, you and him go way back, Kathy. You know a lot, you
Yes,
know.
we do. Yes, we do.
I mean,
And I know what he's doing right now, and I don't like it.
I've never
And
been,
I'm not going to say on here, but yeah, it's bad blood.
I've never been friends with Rusty Bucket. You know, like, no more than nobody else. You know. Uh, and I mean, y'all understand. This woman right here that uploaded that video, she got 20,000 views. See that?
Yeah,
It's Candace got a son. See that right there? My son.
he's got a son, but that ain't him. Hey, Tony, that ain't him.
And this right here, y'all, for me, is about one video too much. What that means is I'm tired of it. And I know people get tired of, you know, everybody wants to get in here and hear the news and find out who's cheating who and who don't even care anymore. But it starts getting old, you know. And I mean, I know that, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. And I know I might sound, I come off harsh, and everybody don't have the life that other people have. Some people can't come home to a home and sit down and drink a few beers and just drink all their troubles away. Some people's having real life problems that's bringing them to their knees.
Yeah,
And
hey,
people that want to I'm done, Danny. I can't.
Oh,
I just can't.
well, I mean, you're right. You're 100% right about that. Uh, I mean, there's people in hospitals that got problems and stuff. And, I mean, to them, this is dumb.
Yeah, I've got them problems, but I tell you what, YouTube to a lot of people isn't out. It's where they go to talk to other people and make friends. Not really, Tony, but I'll be okay. They go to make friends, and YouTube friends and real friends are two totally different ball games. Internet friends. They go to forget about their problems, and they go for different reasons, for religion, for prayers, for laughs. There's channels for all that. But when you come on here and you find all that and you find out it's all been a lie, that'll make you a little bit bitter. Just a little bit.
Well, y'all,
I'm more vocal than most people.
Rusty Bucket was saying, I told you I'd get to the bottom of it. Well, I mean, the truth is worse. What he's saying is worse than this fooling people. And I mean, I'm not convinced anyway about the subscribers.
I'm not convinced either. Not at all. That many millions of views on that video, I'm not convinced either. I'm not convinced at all. Like you said earlier, Danny,
You know what, Kathy?
look at the views. Like you said earlier, the views ain't matching the sub.
No, I got something else I'll show you here. Something I just
No,
pulled up, y'all. Now, this like kind of goes more to prove what I'm saying here. It takes me a second, y'all. I had to click on several things. All right, let me see how to do this. All right, see, that's the video. This is on somebody else's channel. Their name is Hood. You're going to see it in a second here. Their name is Hood. They got 125 subscribers. Their whole channel. That don't look like no damn 70 million, does it? 70,000. You see that? And
there's a delay in what I can see. Okay.
yeah, I'll leave it there a second. So that video on this person's channel, on Hood's channel, got 6,600 views.
That video helped a lot of people fake it, didn't they? Didn't it?
Yeah.
I
I'm
would
gonna,
be so mad if that was my child.
oh man. I guarantee you this person's mad now.
Oh yeah.
Whoever owns
Oh
this
yeah.
video, I'm gonna go in there and look at the shorts. Oh, I went in here to their shorts, and this is what I see: 7 views, 6 views. Wait a minute, I don't think y'all can see it. See that? See that, y'all? 7 views and 6 views. But she got 70,000 subscribers out of this. How come this person didn't do it?
You're right.
How come this person did? How come they all didn't get 70,000 subscribers?
It's magic, ain't it?
It's magic.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'll go to
Mm-mm.
another one here.
What is that?
Let me go to somebody else's. And one here, y'all, that's a Facebook video right there. You see it says Facebook. That's Instagram. See it says what it is there. This video, y'all, has been copied to death. What I'm telling y'all, it's a real thing about stealing people's content. They have mine. I uh I seen one of my videos on a commercial, y'all, one time.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on a commercial. It's been a few years ago.
Wow.
And I say
Wow,
that
wow.
there's no telling how many people have this video. It might be under another title. I say
Yeah.
I'm just looking at
That little
one.
boy's getting around, ain't
Yeah, getting around.
he? Well, I sure wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean if you put it
I
up,
don't care how many views it
if
get
you
me.
if you put it up and it got 200 views, you wouldn't feel so bad about it. But put it, you steal somebody's video and you get 64 million views. Hey, Kathy, how about talk for me? Tammy went,
64 million views.
yeah.
I still don't believe. I'm sorry. In my opinion, that ain't right.
Hey, Kathy, I got to go get the dogs off the back porch. Tammy
Mm-mm.
went to church. I think it sounds like they on the back porch and they can't get in, but just talk for me a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Slim, I'd lose my cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'd lose my sight. Yeah, I would lose it too because wrong is wrong is wrong is wrong. And this is wrong on so many levels. And let's just say, well, I don't believe it's the millions of views. I mean, that's just my, and everybody can have an opinion. But if you happen, like, just say you wanted to buy views, right? You have to pick a video to buy them views for. I'm just saying. That's a good. That's why I told you, Slim, don't do that. You know, somebody tried to get you to kept trying to get you to put him on there. No, don't. And I'll stick by that. Do not ever put him on there. You see why? Look at this, Slim. And that wasn't even my reasoning, you know, telling you not to put him on there. But if somebody took my child and pretended it was their own, and you could say, well, okay, I didn't upload it. I wasn't acting like it was my child. I just thought it was a cute video. What if somebody done that with your son? Or better yet, what if you was a widow and somebody put a picture of your husband's headstone, took that video and put it as theirs? No different. It's no different. And I'm using that as an example for a reason. I know you don't. This is why everybody should put a little watermark on their videos. If this had had some kind of marking on it from the original owner, they might could have got it off if it'd been in a corner. I'm sorry, y'all. There you go. If it'd been in a corner or something where they could have maybe edited it out, but I always put like I think Grandma has a dove. Danny puts a dove on hers, and you know, mark it somehow so you'll know if somebody uploads your video. All you doing is taking that video and downloading it to your phone or whatever and uploading it to your YouTube, and there you go, you got a video. I'd rather buy subs or views than do that. I really would. I mean, it's just, at least you're paying for what you're getting, right, Danny?
Yeah.
It's not legal, Diana. Talk about suing somebody. The owner of this video could really have a lawsuit. You can
You,
go back and find out the first time it was ever posted. You know, if
y'all
you
ever
wanted to.
y'all ever heard? Yeah, if you were to go look through all the videos, you would see who the original person was.
Oh yeah.
Y'all ever heard you had the right to remain silent?
Anything you say can and will be used against you.
If
Yeah,
it's
I've heard
time,
that, Danny.
you know what I mean? Instead of him in here trying to defend, y'all not just be saying that. Because it's not even his channel.
Nope. He's a promoter, he claims. I think he probably needs to sit back and shut up. Because I think he's done enough.
I think I might would hide.
I think I would too. I don't think I'd be trying to defend it. Which, you know, some people probably think it's okay, Danny. It's okay to steal from somebody, but I don't.
No, everybody knows better, Cathy. But like you can YouTube's kind of cracking down on that kind of thing. Because I told you I've studied this. So some of them people that play games online, they'll make a video and somebody else will sit there and record it. I've done that before. Like recorded Steven, and then I can make that video live. And there is people doing that. Uh, hey, the news does that real bad. People that's well, I mean, you seen that guy, Catch, you was telling me about it. It's the same old thing as always late breaking news. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
he,
yeah.
he's doing that a lot. But
Yeah, he does.
the people, they will record that. And see, I got a screen recorder, y'all, that will record something as long as you got hard drive space. And then you can put that video in a loop. You can record an hour and then put it in a loop. It'll keep playing and playing and playing. Live.
Can play it for 24 hours over and over and over again.
You can play it longer than that, Kathy. And
Well,
And
yeah, but if I was my old self, I'd probably be looping all this on a video, running it as long as I wanted to.
and I, and then the person that stole the video would have 17,000 people watching. The one that stole the video that made it live.
Right.
And now the other man was doing it live, but he sat here and recorded his live,
Wow.
and then he makes out like he's that person. So that man's talking and
Right.
everything, y'all. You know, the original person, he's talking and everything. The second person does it. He ain't saying nothing. He's just letting it look like it's his video. I mean, YouTube, they can't keep uh, this is such a big problem. They can't handle it all.
No, they're not policing to see who's posting what. Their attention has to be brought
Well,
to it.
well, they got people doing that, Cassie. They,
I
they
know
do.
they do.
They do have people doing that, but I mean, there's so much going on, man. You know that,
It just
like,
takes time.
yeah, there's so much of that because you know YouTube's tough, boy.
Yeah,
And
I
it,
know it
and,
is.
and
Somebody asked, Tina's asked it a question, Danny. How are people cloning Stephen?
hey, that's a simple question. You can go in there and make a name like theirs, and then the double T, they don't they don't care. They only care about you smoking or drinking a beer in front of the
Oh, they
camera.
care about that, don't they?
Yeah, they
You
worried for
remember
you.
when Stephen went out in the cold one morning? Stephen went out in the cold one morning. I remember it like it was yesterday. And the smoke came out of his mouth from the cold, and they shut him down.
Really?
Yeah, that happened then.
You know, when you get 10,000 subscribers, you got people watching your channel. And,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like, and I think it's like that on TikTok. Because they don't know you ain't holding a Coca Cola. And they don't know
Mm-mm.
you in a car. I mean,
Right.
you can mute your mic where they can't hear the car. But I mean, they know it. But yeah, let me get back to this question because I'm going to make sure it's absolutely perfectly clear. And they
And
are
I want to
doing,
add to it when you get done. Go ahead.
okay, they are doing just exactly what I just said. They are sitting there recording Stephen and they making a name like his. And I mean, yeah, hey y'all, there is uh people sending money to this person that's copying Stephen. That might be what happened to the Reverend. Somebody
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
somebody knew his number. I actually think I know who might have done that, but I still blame him for not
Yeah, people
having.
can use Stephen's voice and make a phone call to a person, and that person can actually think it's Stephen when it's not.
Yeah, y'all, you can sit there and record somebody's video. I've recorded Steven's video and his chat before, like just seeing could I do it. And everybody's telling me, is this live? Is this live? Is this live? Well, I mean, I recorded it off of TikTok. He wasn't on YouTube live. You was actually watching live, but like everybody didn't know whether to chat or not because they didn't know if it was live or not. How about that? Is this
Yeah,
live? I sit here and had a bunch of people saying, "Is this live? Is this live? Is this live?" I said, "Don't you hear me talking? This is live."
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, hey, y'all, I've got every kind of program in the world, and like if Steven's over there on the double T, I can actually play him live. Uh, and I got so and I got more ways than one to do it. I just don't never do it because most time when he's doing that, he's singing, and then I mean, singing's worthless on YouTube. At least you get super chats,
yeah.
. And I'll be honest with y'all,
So somebody could have probably jumped to conclusions thinking Stephen had actually called her wife when it wasn't really Stephen to start
uh,
with.
the thing about that, Kathy, is it was something like that. But I think that man ought to knew better, Kathy. I think he ought to
Yeah,
know.
I think so too.
I think he ought to know better than that. I see the kind of women that I see come over here every now and then. They don't look like his
Yeah,
wife.
no. Stephen's a 42-year-old man and could probably get any woman he wanted. Why in the world would he want a 65, 70-year-old woman? That's absurd. And, the same person says, don't bring drama to my channel. But yet they went up in Stephen's channel asking over and over and over again, why are you calling my wife? So much so that Stephen had to literally end his life.
That's what I got mad about, y'all.
Rules for thee and not for me, right?
You know what I mean? You got to think about. You have to put the shoe on the other foot. What if he done that on his channel? He would be pissed too.
He
See,
wouldn't. Yeah, he would.
I'm saying, what if he did,
But
Kathy?
they don't look at it that way. Oh, reckon he'd throw a fist down like he did the other night. I don't know.
Oh,
He'd be
but
mad he wouldn't like it.
and y'all,
I'm just saying.
I'm telling y'all, if Stephen wanted to be a player, son, he could be a player, and a lot of men would do it too. A lot of single men, if they were single, there's a lot of married men that'd do it if they could.
There's County Boy Danny on his other account, Cracker Jack.
What now? Oh,
Cracker Jack, ain't that County Boy?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, this supposed to be fun and all that.
People like that take the fun out of it, though. Like I said, I done that video earlier. It's a slap in the face to other creators that take their time, money, and effort and thought into doing a video and doing their own content for somebody to come out. And this is an even bigger insult. So if you
Yeah.
think this makes anything okay, it's not. Not okay.
See that look here. I'm fitting to look at something here. You see that Ace there put that video on 2023.
Yeah.
Let me see when she put it on there. She put it on there. Look, hey, look for yourself, y'all. I just scrolled down to it. Look when she put it on there. You see what I'm talking about? She put it on there a year later?
Yeah.
Hey,
So it is.
is she the original owner?
Nope.
She's not the original owner, y'all. This this person here put it on 2024. They almost done it both at the same time. Let me tell you something, in case you don't know. It's not okay to go get videos on Facebook and Instagram. M- Most of the time, a good video is on YouTube first, and then it'll hit Facebook. Because a lot of people don't know, but you make money on Facebook. You can make money on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Facebook pays, they pay money too, y'all. But I want to say something that, I mean, always kind of gets me, Stephen he's single. People think he shouldn't be doing this and shouldn't be doing that. Hey, one thing is he's a man, and most men, they wouldn't even never stay home. They'd be gone all the time. Or I have women coming over there all the time.
Right.
And I don't even think I had to tell y'all that. That 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 ain't my thing. Women ain't my thing. I like women. I love to look at pretty women and all that. And but like there's a there's a place where it stops. If a pretty woman walks by me and she's real pretty, or I just like something about her, I'll look at her. But I ain't gonna follow her around the grocery store. I mean, I don't really get it.
I don't know.
I do know that
I don't know.
there's women out here that try to run the other women off. Stephen's with me.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's actually quite a bit. There's actually quite a bit of that, y'all. Danny, can you look at the menu? Just can't order. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean we probably all guilty of that. Uh, uh you know what? The women look too. If they see another pretty woman, they look too. Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. And he does too. He don't uh I what people say don't control him.
No, Stephen don't care too much about what nobody says.
Uh no, he's actually a good way to be. He don't care that much. It ain't a and Tammy's like that too, but and Tammy, she ain't never cared. Uh
I care what people think, but if I'm going to say something, I'm going to have my ducks in a row and I know what I'm talking about. And I don't do it. I've called a few people out, but I wasn't doing it to be mean. It was to bring attention to it so it wouldn't happen to somebody else.
this is right here is what I've dealt with a lot of jealousy, Kathy. A long time before you
Yeah,
two. A long time
yeah,
before you two.
yeah.
And if it don't matter how much you prove, they still won't like you. It's like the right here. The truth is actually worse than what we originally thought. And hey, ain't there one of them backing up. Hey, Rusty Buccaneer, just as defending hard as they can.
You can't defend that.
Hey, well, you know what I mean? They're trying to, and I mean, you can't.
It's like saying, well, Danny, she didn't buy subs or views. She just sold a video.
Yeah. Yeah, tell the law that, Joe. Tell the judge that.
No, still don't make it right. Still ain't right.
Yeah, y'all. You can, so in case you don't know, and I think there's people that don't know, you can legally buy uh, subscribers on YouTube. You can legally buy views. But on YouTube, it's called promoting your channel, your video. You can buy likes. And if you buy likes, you're supposed to buy some dislikes because that's normal. And you also can buy comments. But
Right.
and it all ain't worth 2 cents. Let me tell you why it ain't worth 2 cents. What is it, 70,000 subscribers, Kathy? In our last videos, got 227 views.
70,000 subscribers, they're not watching your videos.
Yeah, I mean, what's that worth? What's that worth if
Not a thing.
your last video got 227 views?
Maybe people just want to look popular.
All right. Yeah, it's a prestige thing. So, see,
I don't want to be in that club. I don't want to be in that club. You know, Jesus wasn't too popular. I'll just stay in that club.
you know, what the people I've talked to and stuff, I said, when you get on YouTube, gonna start a channel, be yourself. Just be yourself.
Looking
Don't
there,
try
Michael.
to don't try to act like you're smart. Don't try to act like you're rich. Don't get on there and be yourself. I mean, if you get on here lying, y'all, it'll catch up with you. Because there's people
Yeah,
that's
well,
listening. There's people that's listening to every word you say.
you know, I was one that was listening to every word she said.
Yeah,
I was listening to every word this pastor said, and well, none of it added up.
I say, I can't say a whole lot about it because I don't know the Bible. And you ain't heard me saying too much about that.
No, I mean just the contradictions in itself would leave the Bible out of it. And I mean, you can't go on there and say one thing and then say you dying and then go get on there and do a video saying you're going to the doctor to get a clean bill of health. Which is it? You know, it's just, I came to the conclusion when I said I wasn't going to do YouTube anymore that it was just a bunch of fake stuff. And a lot of it is, Danny, you know that.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, hey, Casey, I've seen so many lies on YouTube, son, because I catch stuff like that.
Yeah, I do
But,
too.
people make videos, and they're trying to make out like something simple, and I could tell like it's hard. It's giving them a hard time. They'll cut that video and cut that out and
Yeah,
make it look like they done it easy, but then you try to do it by their video and see, and you'll see.
Exactly. They don't tell you everything. Yeah, I've
No,
noticed that about even resin videos. They do that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, and like, I mean, I've seen people doing stuff and they never showed the end of what they was doing.
Exactly, and that makes me mad when they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It's all tricks. It's just you got honest people like Miss Tammy and Grandma. I mean, she's a godsend to many people, and people might not like us for it, but we get on here and we tell it like it is, Danny.
Oh yeah, Tammy's a good woman.
Yeah, I know she is, and you don't have to be. You don't have to have 70,000 followers and millions of views for people to like you.
Yeah,
You don't.
the the best way is honesty. You
That's right.
don't try to make out like you more than what try to paint a picture like you rich or you poor or whatever. Honesty's the best policy. Me and Tammy's not rich, yo. But
We
we ain't
certainly are not.
but we ain't exactly on food stamps neither.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know what this she ain't never got her retirement checks coming in. And I mean, we don't really know what to expect. Hey, hey, Palmer, uh, you ain't got to say dumb. You ain't got to say you're dumb. And I know you just kind of just making a joke, but like, just be honest. Honesty goes a long way. There's a lot of people that, well, I can't say there's a lot. There's people that don't like me, but they know I'm honest.
That's right. Me too. I mean, if the truth hurts, then I'm not the one you need to talk to. I've had a bad feeling for a few months about this whole deal, and I was right. I hate to say I was right.
If you if you want to see like original, the real deal. If you watch Mama, you'll see
Hmm.
why. You'll see why she's got all them subscribers.
That's right, because
And
she's honest as the day is long.
yeah, and uh, but anyway, you can see what other people that's trying to do what she's doing. They don't. There's difference between Grandma and them is night and day. But
Yes, they are.
and I know y'all know it. I know y'all know it. I'm just talking here, but I know y'all know it. Honest is genuine. Yeah, it's 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 hard to do 2 hours, y'all, and keep the audience.
Oh,
William
yes,
telling,
it is.
I'm telling you, it's hard to do, and she does it week after week, week after week. Yeah,
I thought, well, no, 3 times a week now she can do it.
yeah,
And she comes natural at it. Not everybody's got that talent.
yeah, yeah, and she can come up with something new,
Yes,
and she does. Sometimes she'll say the same thing twice, but like her daddy done that. But grandma knew that. Grandma never minded him saying, "What kind of peas you like?" And she would always say, Texas giant. She didn't ever get ill with him. But this stuff ain't easy, y'all.
Nah.
Woman
But
said,
at the
well,
end of the day, Danny said it best, and I don't know if you worded it this way. Honesty is the best policy. I don't care what you do. You can buy views, you can buy subs, you can steal videos, you can do whatever you want to do. But it's gonna catch up to you in the end.
yeah, I told y'all about somebody that I was watching. They was living in a camper. And like they was saying they was living off grid. And I'd go ahead and jump in here and say this part. I seen light wire lines. But I mean, they was like making out like they living off grid and everything. And
Yeah,
it
yeah.
and they's up there where it's cold at. And he did have a generator. But y'all running a generator is expensive. Gasoline is a whole lot more than your electricity bill. And that's what he was claiming. But I mean, you never hear it running. So I
And
asked
using a
him,
cell phone to do his videos.
yeah. So I said, uh, what kind of generator you got? Cause see, hey, y'all, yeah, you have to have a real expensive generator to run nonstop. I mean, hey, you just take my word for it. You can't just go buy no $500 generator. And I'm like trying to. I didn't ever find Chloe a while ago, but I hear her barking there. But anyway, I mean, I knew they was lying. I mean, I seen a lot of that.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of them people that claim they live in cars are probably parked outside their driveway, you know,
Hell yeah,
because
hey
their
Kathy,
makeup's perfect, and I mean, it just don't make no sense. And
hey
usually,
Kathy.
when you what?
I mean, they stay in them motel rooms and stuff.
Yeah,
And I mean, they might not be far from their house. And I mean, there might be some actually doing it, but I mean, I don't believe it.
I
You
don't
know what I
believe
mean?
it either.
Hey, that ain't no kind of life to live to make money.
I
You
don't
know,
think. I really don't think they're living in a car. I think they're just getting in their car pretending to do a video.
well, I
I
mean,
mean, it's just it's a shame what people go through to do a video to gain popularity. It is a shame.
hey,
What has this world come to?
she's right, y'all. Now listen, I'm telling you, I can go out right now and get in my camper and fool y'all so bad. I could fool y'all so bad that you would be mad if you found out that I was just out there in my camper and it's sitting under that shelter. I'm smart enough to fool you about it.
Yeah,
Hey,
people, especially a lot of them that get super chats and they have cash apps and all that. People literally send them money to live, and they might have a two-story brick house right there sitting beside that car. You can't believe everything you see. You can't believe every word you hear. Just because somebody's talking about God and reading a few Bible scriptures, don't make them a Christian.
oh man, you got that right.
It just don't. The Bible says that the devil comes disguised as an angel of light. That means you get fooled. And boy, was I fooled.
There's big money in that, y'all.
Well, I will say, the one that's got all the millions of views and all that. It's not monetized.
Really?
But no, not monetized at all. So
If
I just don't understand
if
it. I
your
really don't. To go to them
if,
links just to,
hey Kathy, if your channel's big enough, like that girl that cusses real bad, me and you talk about it every once in a while, that
yeah,
girl gets so
yeah.
many super chats that she probably don't make no money on YouTube. No, she cusses too bad. Now they don't like that
No,
now.
she's not much. They took her monetization.
Hey, YouTube don't mind you saying little lightweight uh cuss words, but they don't like that heavy duty stuff.
Right.
And because I was going to show y'all this
No,
woman.
and she does some heavy duty.
Yeah, I was going to show y'all this woman because it's unbelievable how many people sitting there listening to her mouth. But you can get so many
I
super
seen her
chats.
on at 2 or 3 o'clock the other morning. Danny, she was on at 2 or 3 o'clock the other morning. 1,200 people watching her.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's BD this and F this and uh.
and I mean MF too, Kathy. And
Yeah,
and in 3 seconds,
all the words.
in 3 seconds, she'll say it again. And I went in there
Yeah.
like a man don't like that kind of thing. He might he might
No,
himself cuss like a sailor, but he don't like a woman doing it. I know that ain't. I know that don't sound right, but it's true. A man wants his wife or
it's just
girlfriend or he wants them to be a lady, even
that's
if
right.
he's even if he's like a sailor. But that's what I was trying to say
That's
is
right. That's exactly right.
once the channel gets so big, there's so many super chats and everything and PayPal and all that. You know what I mean? They don't. It don't matter that that girl might be doing that on purpose and still making money that you don't know that she's. Well, well, I mean, I know you know
Yeah,
because
because
you
she's
told
getting
me.
PayPals and
You told me she's getting five hundred
she's getting
dollars. So
PayPals and Cash App. She's getting super chats. She's getting a lot through that you don't see. She's getting people sending it to her.
yeah,
They like that kind of stuff.
Kathy said, she was, sometimes she get $500 super chats.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen it. It gets very boring sometimes in the middle of the night. And I turn over her and about 15 other channels are really trying to run this one girl off of YouTube, and it's sad. And sometimes I click over there just to see what they're doing to this girl. It's not to listen to their foul mouth or anything, because I want to help this girl any way I can. But it's even out of my hands. I had to wash my hands of all of it but I felt bad. I mean, it's not my fight, and it was starting to really stress me out, and I just quit watching all of it. But I have never heard words come out of a woman's mouth like I have these women, and it's just normal everyday talk for them, and they are making mega bucks doing it.
Yeah, you heard her say, what'd you say, Kathy? 1,700 people watching live? You say
It
17
was
or
1,200,
that's a lot of
1,200. That's a
that's
lot of
a
people at 3 o'clock in the morning.
that's a lot of people, y'all. And and I bet you she's on. Well, TikTok wouldn't let her do that, would they?
No,
Yeah, I don't think
I
TikTok.
don't know much about TikTok.
Yeah, I don't think they'll let you cuss on TikTok. You know, uh, they real worried about you. They going through your phone and everything, and doing stuff to you, and looking at everything you're doing, and looking at everything you're buying. But they don't want to hurt your feelings by smoking a cigarette or drinking a beer. Hey, Casey, you know the other man there that always got the late breaking news about the same thing. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
I was,
always. And it ain't
I was,
nothing new.
I was wondering, he was putting people on one night. He said, I was wondering why he's saying you can't be smoking a cigarette or you can't be drinking. And I was wondering why he was saying that. But he's live on TikTok too.
Is he?
Hell yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hey, Casey, this program right here I can go live on uh probably 12 platforms at one time. I never do it. But like I could go live on Facebook, TikTok, all my other channels, on your channel, on uh, if I had your permission, I could do it.
Yeah.
And I never do that.
Well, I seen this, Danny. These channels that are all together, going after the same girl, what they do is they take turns 24/7. They take turns going live and they are playing her content. She's live and they playing her live, laughing and everything she does. And when one gets through, they've got something through, I think it's through StreamYard. They send all the people that's in their live to the other person's live. You don't even have to change the channel or nothing.
Yeah, I
They call them let me tag in her,
yeah I
and they'll
actually
just send. It'll just switch from one video to another without you having to
I
do anything.
Casey, I actually know how they do that. That's what I was saying. Like this live right here, this live we doing right here, we could put it on your channel at the same time
Right?
without me knowing your login information.
Yeah, that's what they do on there.
Yeah, and and then I could stop it on my channel and then have it like continue on yours. I actually know how to do it, but like I
That's
don't.
what they do.
Yeah, I told you that woman was using the same program as me.
Yeah. Well, I guess to each their own, but this was wrong, Danny. I don't care how it tried to get explained away and all this. Um, it's still wrong.
Yeah, it sure will. And you ain't supposed to be doing what them people's doing. The girl, the cussing girl. You ain't supposed to
Right?
be doing that.
No, you're not.
But I mean, hey, YouTube like can't get around to all the content. I forgot.
Unless their attention's brought right to it.
I ain't using StreamYard.
That's right, Danny. I mean, Tony. It's Rusty Bucket. That's right. So yeah, whatever, whatever. I wish you'd have been here when his son came in trying to call us haters. I
I
wish
wasn't
you'd have
wa-
been here for that, Tony.
I wasn't paying attention to the chat, catcher. He like decided not to say no more, didn't
Yeah, because he's the one sent me the pictures, Danny. I mean, imagine that.
he? Yeah.
Did he not know who he was talking to? Obviously not.
He probably forgot.
I didn't. Did you?
No.
No.
No. And she was about fitting to. Kathy was about mad enough one time to put that picture up there for a thumbnail.
Yeah, but I didn't.
No, she
And he
didn't do
just
it.
thinks that
She didn't
he
do it.
thinks
She,
I've done everything I could to him.
uh-uh. You
You always
never,
keep something in your pocket.
yeah.
Always.
Yeah, you do like the news. You drip it out. You don't put everything out there at one time.
That's right. That's exactly right.
You know, she didn't.
Oh, and there's more where that came from.
She didn't go that low, but she was actually about man enough to do it there at one time there.
Yeah, I was. I was. I really was. And if it'd been left up to Tim, I would have. But I didn't. I didn't. But he's still in the background, Tony. And I mean, I'm not just talking to Tony. The man that was in here trying to explain this away is a troublemaker, and he claims he don't like drama, but he's like the man on the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. He's always back there stirring it up, and the sooner people realize that, the better. Slim, I seen your comment about the email. I'm glad you did that because there's so many emails and phone calls and stuff that he's doing still. You just be careful who you believe out there. Be careful who you talk to.
I hear,
Be careful.
I hear from different women and stuff. That joker be calling a bunch of people, boy.
Yeah, I was surprised that he was still doing that, but yeah, yeah.
Well, it don't surprise me.
Well, I thought he was in love and everything and happy and Christian, but I mean, he was drinking a whole lot, but I didn't know about the women, not all of them. But you know what? Some things never change, right?
Yeah.
And I really hated it for this woman. I didn't want to see her get hurt, but looks like she knows how to handle herself. It's a shame. Okay, yes, you have 6.67 million followers, and you only have, let's say, 500 at max views per video. How does that work? That's not right. Somebody's got them followers in the wrong way, Diana.
When we gain subscribers, we
That's
can
not
tell.
right.
You hear me, Kathy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, your views go up.
I mean, you might not can tell three or four, but you can in a month's time you can tell, that you gain subscribers. Tammy's moving up. And
I know her views are too. And if you got 67 million subscribers, at least a tenth of them are going to be watching you.
oh yeah,
I
like
mean, at least.
like Grandma's channel, y'all. She's been doing it a long time, and there's probably a bunch of them people that's done deceased. Good meaning, but
Right.
you
I
won't
got a few
never
of them.
get all the views that you got subscribers.
Never. But you will get more than, if you got 70,000 subscribers, you're going to get more than 400 views. I don't
Well,
care who you are.
I'll catch you. The last video was 227.
You
That's
got
what
70,000 subscribers and you're only getting 227 views. That don't make no sense.
that was actually when you made
Somebody's
your.
subscribers ain't working for them. It don't work that way. I don't know how many views the video I done today got. Let me hold your phone, babe. Can you see that? Can you check it?
I can look for you, catch you.
Yeah, you can probably get it before Tim can get up.
Yeah, tell him I'll look. Uh, about 500.
So I got 500 views and I ain't got but 2,000 subscribers.
Yep, that's a pretty good
That
percent.
ain't.
And you know that probably,
Is there any way, listen to this, Danny, is there any way I can get Brother Dream's mods to stop texting me and talking ugly to me? I already unsubscribed and they blocked him, but they keep texting me. Meemaw,
that there ain't nothing you can
block them.
do except like show what they saying and shame
Do
them
a
out.
video and call them out, Meemaw. I'll make sure it gets, and I'll post it on my page. Call them out. That's the only way you can make these people stop. They are ruthless.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to quit.
Y'all need to leave this lady alone. She's an elderly lady. Y'all Christian people need to leave her alone. What's wrong
You
with
know,
y'all?
especially the one that claiming they're Christian, Kathy.
They all do, Danny.
You need to get their text or send them to me. I'll put it on mine because I can put the stuff up here on the screen.
Yeah, I'll get them to Danny, and Danny can make them famous. So, Meemaw, if you know how to screenshot stuff and send it to me, or send it straight to Danny. That mod told me she blocked you, Miss Kathy. I don't care. They ain't got to never worry about me coming on there. Good. Good for them. But I don't need messages being carried to me either. I'll never go back in that channel. Never. Ever.
Y'all, and
Can I say something, Danny?
yeah, go ahead.
Meemaw, let me ask you a question. Are you really sincere or are you just carrying drama back and forth between channels? 'Cause that's what I'm starting to get from you. Is that what you're doing? I don't understand this now. 'Cause I watched you go on his channel the other night asking about Danny. And now here you are. You came in my live today and I said what happened. I gave you that. And now you're here back on Danny's channel talking about it. You would never do that. Okay. Well, block them people and just let it go or get the screenshots to Danny if they harassing you that bad. I don't know what to think, Danny. I just don't.
Well, I don't either, Kathy. But I know me and Mom fired him up the other night.
I have never seen a so-called preacher talk to a woman like he did her.
You
I've never
know,
seen that.
the truth is I questioned it the other night, Kathy.
Yeah, me too.
You got to be on
I'm
here.
done with him. I'm done.
Hey, y'all, and I told y'all one time that Tammy, she worked at being a Christian. And that's what
Yeah, you have.
that you actually catches doing that, y'all.
Yeah,
And what I mean is, she's been in there watching him. I never have, y'all. I mean, it just ain't my thing. But she like trying to get something out of it, you know.
That long ago, but so,
Oh, I got a lot out of it.
all in the TV. You tell me she got fixing.
And after I'd sit back and think about it, it was a lot of confusion. But if you want to believe somebody bad enough, you keep letting little things slide and let it slide until you can't.
You know, y'all, let me tell you something. When a professional makes a video, and I'm talking about a professional, I'm talking about
Right.
somebody that's gonna get, you know, millions of views. They make that video and then they watch it and go back over and make sure they don't contradict their self in that video because it's real easy to do. Did you know that, Kathy?
Oh, yeah. I
You
know
know,
I've contradicted myself because I forget a lot. And that's another reason I quit doing videos because I forget like days and times, and it's easy to contradict yourself. But these are things that this man says, Danny. It can't be a contradiction. It's life or death things, some of it. And and the Bible, he needs to really sit down and read it really good before he tries to teach it to somebody else.
yeah.
Okay, Danny, my battery's fixing to die on my phone.
Okay.
I just got a warning.
Okay. Well, go ahead and say your
Again,
piece and go ahead and say your piece and I'll
well,
take
I
it up
mean,
from
me and
here.
Danny have said, I've said just about all I'm going to say. I'm not going to argue with these people, and I don't recommend anybody else doing it. Don't take my word for what I said. Go do your own math and come to your own conclusion and pray about it because you can't go wrong with that. But what me and Danny have said is the 100% truth and it's fact. And I haven't said all I can say, so I'm gonna give a word of warning to Rusty Bucket. Quit poking at me. Just quit poking at me because it ain't the time, okay? Best thing to do is leave me alone. And that means an email, text messages, phone calls. Leave me alone because I'm finding out about it. And I'm tired. Just leave me alone, okay? I ain't bothering nobody. And if you're gonna do a video, use your own content, don't steal it. Period. It's
Hey,
easy to
Rusty
do.
Bugger, it's probably best you leave her alone. I know what she's got. I know the ammunition she's
And this
got.
ain't no threat, blackmail. I mean, it ain't no blackmail or nothing. It's a promise. It is a 100% full-fledged promise. And it will be for entertainment purposes only, allegedly. Right, Danny?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get off. Thanks for having me, Danny.
Hey,
And
thanks for
y'all
coming
stay
on here.
cool.
Yeah, okay,
You're
Kathy.
welcome. I'll talk to you later.
All right,
All
y'all
right.
take care.
Bye bye, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. You know, like 3 or 4 days ago was going to be my last video. But these people are poking. These people are poking. And then it makes us come back. Uh, and say, well, she didn't buy the views and she didn't buy the subscribers. She stole the content. And you go over there, like those of you with channels and stuff, you go over there and look, and you working hard, trying to get your channel going. And, what's her name? Hecktown Homestead. Hey, she's trying to get her channel going. Then you go look at somebody else's channel. That's pretty discouraging to see that they got 70,000 subscribers. That's kind of discouraging. Actually, Kathy called it a slap in the face. A lot of people don't pay the views no attention. And anytime I go look at something, if it's something interesting, if somebody on there is interesting, I'll go look at their subscribers and the views and stuff. I just assume myself, y'all, is it be dropped. I could, hey, y'all, I mean, I'm somebody that I can just do this right here, like every day. But it ain't real popular. It starts getting old. You know what I mean? And this is on the channel that Tammy is on, see? And Tammy don't want no whole bunch of mess on her channel. Nobody on here cussing. But we're trying to do it right. And doing it right, is very, very slow go. Especially with these type videos here, where you're just talking. There can be somebody come in here new, and they don't know what in the world we talking about. See Diana right there? Diana Buckley, see what she's saying? Who? We've been on here all this time. She wants to know who stole the content. Yeah. And y'all, hey, people's answering the phone, people's washing dishes, people's going to the bathroom. Like half of what you say, you know what I mean? People hear stuff wrong. I mean, it's a mess. It's really a mess. Yeah, Tammy's a good woman. You know what my friends say, Tony Z? What's she doing with him? You know how many times I heard that? Everybody, man, you wouldn't believe the men that used to try to mess with Tammy. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it, y'all. And some of them I about jumped on. And people that do that, y'all, they don't. This is crazy. It don't matter how pretty their wife is. It's a mess, ain't it? I'll say, there's one particular I'm talking about, like trying to get Tammy to go drink a cup of coffee. He had a pretty wife. She don't know it, y'all. He done that. Yeah, Tammy didn't ever tell her. Hey, I said something to him. He was a little league, uh,
Referee.
a little league referee,
I said something to him too.
and I mean, hey, about to get Tammy over here started, y'all. She's over here talking in the background.
I still don't like running into him.
You see him? You still see him, Tammy?
I used to. I ain't seen him about a year now.
He's a little stump knocker, y'all. And Purdy, why? And I mean, hey, there's been so many. Uh, try to mess with Tammy. I don't know why the men love Tammy so good, but they do, boy. I beat all you ever seen. I say, this is the last video. It's according to what happens. I'm a fighter, y'all. I don't lay down like a dog peeing on his stomach when you walk up there to him. I'm a fighter. Dima, Dima, Danny Meemaw has a, hey, Meemaw, get it to Kathy. Get it to Kathy. Y'all get any bad comments. Hey, I'll call them out. I mean, I don't mind doing it, y'all. I ain't gonna do it just for the hell of it, you know. I ain't gonna just get on here and do it for the hell of it. Say this started out one way, and then wound up, you know, like there's a pretty good bit of people like this fell into the fight, and you ain't necessarily hearing them. You ain't necessarily hearing from all of them. You know, a lot of them people they hide. You know, they ain't got no spokesman. I mean, I go live. Y'all. I put Rusty Bucket in there right now. I put the lady that stole the video on here right now. Don't think I'm no chicken. I'll do it.
You need to take that junk to Southern ID.
Hey, he can get on here right now.
I like my junk.
The Reverend can get on here right now. I'll take anybody. I put them all. I put 6 of them on the screen at one time, and I can do it. I know how to do it. I am not using StreamYard. That StreamYard is real expensive, boy. Oh, it's not. You kidding me? That's right. You are a fighter. That is not your last. Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's according to what pops up, you know what I mean? We done covered everything, you know. I ain't said nothing about the preaching, y'all, because I don't know about that stuff, you know. And I only say like what I know. No, everybody thinks that, Slim. That's not no big deal. But everybody thinks that. But there's more companies that uh, than StreamYard. StreamYard's real high. You are very intelligent. Thank you, Jody. Jody's like Jody's got to be my new girlfriend there now. You know, y'all. I don't hardly just get on here and if I ain't got something to say, That's sometimes why you'll see me go a week or two without saying anything. And then the man got on there and said the subscribers and the views was legit. He made a mistake and showed the video that it was. And I went and looked it up. And that video was stolen. And I asked y'all before, what's the difference between stealing a penny and $1 million? Is both of them stealing? The money might be different, but stealing. And then, like I say, y'all, the people that's trying to make it on YouTube, they go over there and got all them subscribers, and it makes them want to give up. There ain't a single person told me that, but it makes them want to give up. That's seeing in the dark, y'all. Makes them want to give up. What you actually supposed to do is keep making videos. And these type of videos right here, y'all, nobody cares about them but y'all. You know that? Let me see something here, y'all. I'll show y'all something I ain't showed y'all in a long time. Hey, if I can find it here. Oh, I know where it is. Oh, I got it here, y'all. Let me pull it up. It's actually 2 or 3 steps that you have to do. That's Dublin right here, y'all. That's it's getting dark here. Yeah, y'all. Hey, they didn't help themselves none. Danny, I pretty much gave up on doll business because so many people steal your phone photos and content, lie and act like they have your work to sell. It's amazing. Hey, that's never gonna stop. That's never gonna stop. Hey, son, uh, I've had so much stuff stole. Yeah, I've had videos like ain't never been done. And that's the best kind of video you can have is one that ain't never been done. If if you watch on the concert, y'all, you watch these lights I made out of PVC pipe. You won't be nothing like that. And a big time YouTuber was watching me. And he was big time. And he made my video not even count. He went and made one himself. And 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 like stole my idea. And damn near everything I've done has been stolen, y'all. And that's just the way it is. And you can't get no patent on it. What's really bad, to be honest with you, what's really bad is when they take your idea and make another video. That's what's really bad. But it's also aggravating when they, like T. Sleeper said, they stealing your pictures and stuff and stealing your content and listening to you and learning. And like you're the one laying the groundwork down. You're the one that give the baby doll, expensive baby doll to grandma. And, you paid your dues. And anywhere money's involved, y'all, you'll see this kind of thing. Hey, I guarantee you, son, you can see a store, and if that store is doing good, there's another coming. This YouTube stuff it's unreal. There was a man, he's a friend of mine. He's watching my videos. I said, "Did you have to say exactly everything I say?" He was excluding me out. He didn't even mention my name. And I went in there and looked at the comments, and they were saying, "Thank you for your hard work in sharing this video." There ain't nothing you can do about it, y'all. Hey, I don't know, Diana. You don't do that no more, T Sleeper? That was the name of her dolls, y'all. T Sleepers. For y'all that don't know, that was the name she called her dolls. I am ever able to handle everything that comes. T Sleeper's like comes in there with her original self, That original name ain't copying nobody. Well, I hope this makes y'all enough to have a wonderful life. Hey, this is just all in it. I forgot how to move that off my screen. There you go. Man, yeah, they some crooked people, boy. They people that steal your stuff. Somebody told me that there was somebody on YouTube trying to act like me. More than one person told me.
They got some hard shoes to fill.
They what, Timmy?
They got some hard shoes to fill.
Tim said they got some hard shoes to fill. Hey, I don't mind stepping on toes, doing y'all. But I mean, it ain't popular, you know. And Kathy, son, she's a fighter. And anytime she gets mad, there's something to what she's saying. And she knows them people, y'all. I need to know Miss Kathy's email or Mr. Danny's email. Hey, I don't want to be bothered with that. Just send it to Kathy and she can get it to me. I don't want to be checking email and all that mess. But it's one thing if you ain't a Christian. But we know Christians don't do send dirty emails, you know. I don't think Tammy does that. You do that, Tammy?
No, I sure don't.
Big shoes. Hey, every court case I was ever involved with, every one of them. And I was in court cases y'all don't know about, like roofing. You know, going against another roofing company. The the homeowner sued the other roofing company, and I would go there and straighten a mess out, you know. And you ain't supposed to do this. But they paid me to come and testify. You ain't supposed to do that. But they did. They called it something else, you know. Hey, when I got through talking, it was boom, boom, out goes the lights. The judge asked the man, did he have anything he wanted to say? And I mean, that was it. And it was in a town, you know, it was in Wrightsville. You know, the particular one I'm talking about was in Wrightsville. Like a small town, like where, you know, outsiders don't usually go in there and beat the locals. You know, I mean, hell, they all live in that town, you know. And they all know one another. I heard a judge calling that man by his first name. But like what I said couldn't be denied. And I said it stood up there in front of a whole courtroom full of people. And I mean, and they did, and the roofing company did rip the people off. See, they was new people too in that town. I think they come there to open up a veterinary shop, but at that time they had just bought that house. They ain't opened up the veterinary shop yet.
See Williams coming?
Don't tug on Superman's cape. Yeah, William can tell you about Wrightsville, y'all. So the people that got done wrong by the local roofing company, they was from out of town too. And I can tell you what happened. they hired this man, and then he hired a bunch of people from Florida and said, "Hey, I'll give y'all so much to roof his house." That ain't never no good idea. And them people, them Florida people that was roofing that house got mad and quit. And the old man, he couldn't roof the house. And they didn't nobody want to touch it. You don't, if you go straighten up somebody's mess, it ain't their mess no more, it's your mess. So you got to really know what you're doing to go straighten up a mess behind somebody. Because you're the one that'll get the blame, not the other people. I laid it on them, boy. They paid me the money and I come on to the house. I ain't never lost a court case, y'all. Hey, Grandma, them people that's trying to hood over, boy, she whooped them black and blue. And, on Tammy's Live last night, I was telling y'all about a woman that didn't want nobody seeing no super chat. She said, I give enough for everybody. You don't know who that woman was. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know who that woman was on there doing that. It could have been the woman that's trying to beat Mama. But whoever it was didn't want nobody giving Grandma no money. Now, there ain't nobody pay her a bit of attention. They done it anyway. Danny, like Mama says, you're handsome. Read that to me for me.
Mama said that you're handsome. Why don't you show us your face when you chat with us?
I've tried that a bunch of times, Diana. A long time ago, I tried to do that. And it makes me lose focus. When I look at that camera, it's something about it that messes me up. I don't know what it is. I swear I don't know what it is. I swear I don't know. But I'm not really a natural born speaker if I'm looking at that camera. Hey, I do all right, like sitting here, like what I'm doing. I'm sitting here talking with my hands. And I got a cigarette in my hand. I'm like looking around the room. I'm not looking at the chat that much. I look up and glance at it every now and then. Hey, Tim. But I don't know what it is, y'all. But there's actually a lot of people just like me. Like Diana said that, I bet you I couldn't get her to come on here and get on this video here right now. I bet anybody anything you want to bet. She won't come on here, and I can send her an email and pull her right up here, right now. I bet she won't do it. Hey, what about any of y'all? Lynn Burns, you want to come on camera here? Slim, Tim, Helen Stewart, Michelle, anybody will want to come on camera? It's easy. Put your handsome, please try again. You know what?
You're welcome, Judy.
Like, I don't feel handsome. I was talking to Kathy one night here, and something come up about a woman being fat or something. And I said, why do women think they're fat? She said, all women think they are fat. Oh, yeah, I remember what it was. Like Tammy thinks she's fat, y'all. And Kate said, all women think they are fat.
I don't think nothing. I know.
Tammy said she don't think nothing. She knows she's fat. But that's what Kathy told me, that's a new one to go in my brain there. All women think they're overweight.
I still got rolls.
Yeah, don't you want to come over here, Diane? You look into your phone and see how hard it is to talk. People that can get on there and do that, get on there and talk. Yeah, right in that camera. Hey, you got to hand it to them. Because everybody can't do that, y'all. That's a shame because you are handsome. Repeat after me. I am handsome.
Oh, Lord, don't get him started.
Yeah. Tammy tells me that, I don't buy it. I think I'm fat. Judy, you want to come on here and you may come on here and pull you into the screen? Hey, Grandma will do it in a minute, y'all. Grandma will do it in a minute.
Want me to give her enough notice she can brush her hair?
You want me to change my thumbnail? It ain't change your thumbnail, it's change your avatar. Let me find me one here, y'all. Hey, it should pop up here in a second. I had to change it back. I will give it a try in my best shot. Well, come on, send me your email. Send me your link on Facebook. You know what, y'all? Here's what I found out. Here's what I figured out. If you on Facebook, these people get all the calls. See, if you ain't on Facebook, nobody don't know who you are. If you're on Facebook, you're the ones that'll get all the calls. Hey, sometimes I'll talk on the phone, y'all, but I ain't somebody that stays on the phone. I love that picture of Miss Tammy. Now, living life used to get on camera, but she don't want to do it no more. Rightful folks don't cotton to outsiders. They give away free ice cream and they whipping, and they always out of ice cream. Yeah, that's what I was telling y'all. You go to a little small town and win a court case, you done something. Hey, now I'll stand up in a courtroom or something like that. But when I, went to the lawyer with Mom, I made the lawyer so mad, that I told Grandma when we walked out, I said, I'm not going to be able to go back in there. The lawyer was trying to lie to Grandma, and I wouldn't let her do it. I wouldn't let the woman do it. And them lawyers are used to, they tell you something and like you don't question it. And I knew the woman was lying. They took the case to go to court, but then she changed her mind, just like a lawyer usually does. I mean, she changed her mind. They don't want to go to court, But the money Grandma paid was actually supposed to be to go to court. That woman was trying to get Grandma to settle. And they just gave him some ungodly amount of money. And lying, trying to get Grandma to do it. I was sitting there calling that lawyer out. Like snapping your finger, man. I was sitting there busting that woman lawyer's balls. Almost every word it come out of her mouth. Son, you ought to see the look on her face. I had her so mad, son. I knew what she was doing. She can take Grandma takes people as their word. But I don't. She bought Cody a truck, because he was driving her car and all that, And Grandma's real curious about her stuff. Real curious. I don't know that I ever drove her car, Me, myself. Went in there and got it and drove off. I might have drove it if she was in there. Then he tired that lawyer up. She turned on Helen. Yes, she did turn on Mama. She bought him a little truck. And it wasn't no high-priced truck. But it would get you up and down the road. And I went down there and she said, said something about, like she didn't have a tag. And I knew right then. Because I knew she done had the truck a couple of months. And I knew there was a reason she didn't have that tag. And even with me sitting there telling her the man was hoodooing her, Grandma was still taking up for the man. Because he was pretending to be a Christian. And just lying his ass off to her, I knew better. Then come to find out, she found out he was lying. And it wasn't nothing like what they said. It's one of William's friends that I called up and they went and checked, and there was money borrowed on that truck. The man at the car lot borrowed money. He didn't have the title. He sold Grandma a truck and didn't have the title. She never did get it. She gave the truck back to the judge. They went to court. Judge said, you got to pay her. You give the truck back. That man didn't ever pay nothing. She gave the truck back. I said, why did you give the truck back? He sold the truck again. He's dead now. And I mean, it's a good thing he is, y'all. He was beating people right and left, man. I'm glad he's dead. He was stealing money from his mama. I ain't never stole no money out of my mama's pocketbook. She'd say, go in there and get your $5. I ain't never stole no money out of my mama's pocketbook. You know, I might roll her before it's over with this YouTube stuff, you know. Me and Steven might get together and figure out how to get her money, you know. It ain't legal, Diane. See, here's something everybody don't know. You go to court. If you go to court and you lose, they order you to pay. You don't have to pay nothing. I don't care if the judge tells you got to pay. You don't have to pay, y'all. You know what they'll do if you don't pay the money? They'll put it on your credit that you didn't pay. Now, if you owe the IRS, and they can put you in jail. But like as far as going to court and everything, if that person don't want to pay you, you ain't got to pay them. If you don't care about it going on your credit, because it will go on your credit, you know. Danny, you would never hurt your mama. You know the truth is, Grandma's loaned me money through the years. Took me and Tammy a little while to learn how to manage money. And man, when I started roofing business, boy, we was in one more mess. But I worked my way out from under it, you know. And Grandma's loaned me $1,000 here and there. I paid her every bit back. And that's what I'm saying, you know. And I'm just being honest here, you know. There were some people in the beginning thought I was me and Stephen was trying to get Grandma's money. The truth is Grandma would give it to me if I asked for it. That's if she's got it, you know. I wouldn't have to steal no money from her or do nothing dishonest. Grandma knows I'm honest. I'm her son. You know, you can't fool your mama. I did fool her one time. I was drinking and called her up and asked her could I borrow some money. You know, like $5 or $10. I mean, I remember. And she was gonna jump on me when I got there, but it wasn't because of the money. It was because of the drinking. And I sent somebody else to get the money. I tricked her, you know. And I swear it's like $5 or $10 something. It was something where we could go buy some more beer, you know. We had some money, but we didn't have enough to get all we wanted, you know. But I know she was mad about it. I can't even tell how many people we got watching here. I can't see it. Oh, I see it there, y'all, 115. Hey, y'all, we've been here, hey, it's like 2 hours. I saw the videos the other day on YouTube about how much Grandma makes. I don't think finance. Well, that's just public knowledge. But I seen the video too, Diane, and I can tell you that's wrong. What they saying she makes on there, that's wrong. I swear to God, it's wrong. You hear me? I don't swear lightly. I seen that, Grandma seen it too. That's wrong. The amount is wrong. Handsome Danny, I'm too bashful to talk on the phone. So there's no way I could go on camera. Yeah, I tried to call in one time. She had a smart TV, and I was going to tell her how to, to get it, how to do it. But like she said, she wouldn't answer the phone. I know what she said. I ain't no way I'm talking to him. He's married. So proud of you for stopping drinking. Yeah, I go half crazy once in a while. I don't think I'll ever do that again. I don't think I'll ever do that again. You know, not every time. Sometimes I just quit, But that last time I was in too deep. I was in too deep, y'all. Had everybody scared half to death. And like y'all, Tammy needs me. She always know what to do, y'all. And she wants to keep me around a little while. Then to keep on doing videos, I just wish she would show you. Miss Diana, if there's a concert Friday night, you can see me on the drums. Uh, there almost wasn't a concert Friday night. I'll tell you why. Oh, hey, I love you too, Dan. And thank you too. I sent Stephen a text. I don't know what I got aggravated about. I sent Stephen a text. You know, I ain't doing no concert. I don't know what I got aggravated about. But, and I meant it. I seen him do it on his phone, but he didn't see it. And then he come over here. And it showed the key to financial success on one of his videos. Oh, well, Stephen didn't know it. He come over here and started setting up. He said, well, you want me to go over there? As I told him, I said, I wasn't going to play the drums. And he said, well, you want me to go over to the house? I said, no, I'll go on and do it. And he started, and I got okay during the concert. I got okay, and he don't know I know this, y'all, but when I get up in them drums, you'll see him turning around looking at me a pretty good bit. And he knows to play them songs I like, too, to draw me back to them drums. The videos do better when I'm playing the drums than him just singing. You watch him, when I get up in them drums, he'll look at me sitting over there in the chair, and I don't even know what I got aggravated about, y'all. But I do know that I'm somebody that will quit something so fast you wouldn't believe it. And when I turn around and walk away, I will turn around and walk away. Begging won't get me back. When I'm done, I'm done. I know that ain't no real good way to be, but that's just how I am. I used to get on Facebook now and do like videos every once in a while on Facebook. I like it when you play the drums. And I messed up and let them know I could see who was coming into that live. And when I said that, they didn't want me to see who was coming in. I seen old girlfriends and stuff popping in there. But when they found out on Facebook, you could see who comes in there. And it made them like, y'all would still come in there. But the Facebook people, they didn't want me to know. People don't want you to know they watch. I didn't never do another Facebook video, y'all. I promise. I didn't never do another one. You go in there and there's 5 people, or 20, because they don't want you to know they're watching. And then afterwards, they'll go over there and watch the hell out of it after you get off the live. You'll still get, you know, 2,000 views. But they don't want you to see they're watching. I said, well, I tell you what. How about I let this be my last video? And I done that. That's what I done. I was just on there talking and stuff. I mean, just like what I'm doing now, just talking and talking to people like that I knew outside of YouTube. And a lot of times they wouldn't say nothing back. They didn't know you could see them. And on YouTube it ain't like that. All I can see is the chatters. If you're a silent viewer, nobody knows you in here. It ain't like that on Facebook Live. And YouTube, on the T, you can see people coming in. What's he doing there, Alona? Okay. Thank you, Diane. Oh, it is. Hey, y'all, I mean, I'm kind of funny. When I used to go to them mud bogs and stuff, I had a truck. And I mean, there's 100 people going that we knew. That knew me. And there was a man on there that loved that. He had a truck. He was friends with me, but he fed off of my friends. I was bringing the people, and he loved that. You ever seen somebody just loves attention and all that? And I got mad, quit. He called me up trying to get me to come back because he missed a crowd, that I brung. He missed a crowd. And he told me, he's the one who told me, he said, I don't even see nobody I know no more. When I quit, everybody quit. The crowd, And I always have to go in there and throw some of that nastiness stuff in there. Well, this town right here, y'all, I don't know how I got into it, but I got a CV and it was just a tremendous bunch of us. A CB shop moved here and was working on CBs. Man, that CB was rolling on the river. I could be sitting there listening to that thing and hear people hollering from me all day long. And I'd basically get on there and talk just like what I'm talking now, and people would sit and listen. And they didn't want me to get off neither. You'd have somebody come in there and say, break, channel. I said, go ahead. And then they start talking to somebody else. So they kind of took control of the channel, but nobody wanted to hear them. And then somebody would break and say, how about it bad to the bone? Because sometimes I used to call myself bad to the bone. They would get me back on their talking. And there was people listening that had radios that never matched their mic key. They would just listen. So I had to throw a little bit of that bragging in there. But that's actually how it was, y'all. Uh, Grandma was a real good one. Grandma had a CB too. Uh, she was a real good one too. But when I got in there, y'all, I would shut the channel down. Different people would come in there about like this right here, really kind of about like this. There's different people come in there and ask me stuff and talk a minute, and somebody else will do it and talk a minute and so on and so forth. But I quit that mud bogging, sold the truck, and it broke everything up. I also quit talking on the CB. No, the CB failed. It failed. Everybody and I quit talking. Everybody started selling their stuff. And I mean, the channel died. And we used to go mud bogging on Sunday. And there'd be 150, 200 people down there. We was at somebody's land that talked on the CB. And when I quit, that quit too. Sound like a lie, don't it? Somebody on there saying, I don't know if you all that. Hell, I must have been. I must have been, boy. Telling the truth. Hey, I mean, we had some good times on there, y'all. Good video of you mud bogging. Yeah, people would come and work on my truck. I said, why you wanna why you wanna come work on my truck or come wash it? He said, man, I just want to be a part of this. And Fun. Y'all being a hero. For a little while. For a little while. It's fun being a hero. But as you get tired of one person walk off and nothing come up, they walk off and nothing come up. Girls trying to mess with me. It's fun being a hero for a little while, y'all. But then it starts getting old. You kind of just want to be one of the regular sea bears and mud boggers. You don't want people hollering your name out all day and all night long trying to get you on the radio. And they did. Oh, I'm telling you the truth, I mean, you start getting tired of all the attention. And sometimes you just want to go to the mud bog and sit down in your chair and actually watch the mud bog without people coming up, shaking your hand and talking. Everybody wants to be in there. What I'm saying might sound bad, especially like if you're a hater or something. It's actually all truth. You see William in there. William started coming down there, y'all. Grandma was coming. Young people knew me. Old people knew me. I go to that mobile. I could hear people everywhere hollering for my name. Everywhere. There's people that didn't like that. Just like on here. There's, people that don't like somebody being popular. And I've never cared about being popular, y'all. I still don't. Hey, me and Steven will go to them four-wheeler mud bogs and stuff, and hey, he's like all in there. I would just sit back and whatever everybody else done, I would just do. People come and saying, Danny, I think we ought to do this and go this way and stuff. What you think? I said, whatever everybody does, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll be the last fool of y'all. I didn't want to be everybody's hero. If I had to get Tammy over here on my mama to confirm what I'm saying, I will. It's a little aggravating. Some of the wives messing with me. Tammy knows about it. she don't know all the names because she would get mad as hell, you know. She knows some of the names, but I never told her all the names. She would be mad. You know, one woman was telling me what she'd do to me. And I said, I ain't gonna call his name here, y'all. I said, what about so and so? She said, F them. And he was a friend of mine, you know. She just did not understand. She just didn't understand. She said, you think I'm too fat? I said, no, you ain't fat. And she was. No, I just didn't want to do it. Hey, they stayed. Them people in them other trucks, they hated me, didn't they, William? That's right, Diane. And if you was my wife, Diane, I would be the same way. I won't do something just because I can. That just ain't the way I am, y'all. Sir, you are a okay bringing light to untruth and truths. Yeah, y'all, I mean, you know, and the women that done that, I actually liked them too, you know. I mean, they was friends of mine. Me and Tammy watched a movie the other night. There was a man that wanted to be rich and but he wanted to be famous too. He got some kind of wish or something like that. You know, made a deal with the devil, you know, is what it was. And he didn't want to be famous nor rich no more. So, like, you be careful what you pray for, you know. And it wasn't even that bad with me, you know. It was bad enough that I just wanted to be one of the guys, you know, that nobody's paying no attention to. That's the truth, y'all. That's the reason I quit all that, quit the CB, and like I tried to get away from everything. That's why I was trying to get rid of everything. People coming to your house every day? Somebody different every day. And actually, really and truly, White Earth's about the only one that I held on to. He's the only one that I held on to. Then he pulled up at my shop, keyed the CB radio mic. It made all my shop lights come on. It was that powerful. It was that powerful. Yeah. Yeah, I had one in my car, a CB in my car. I could mash that mic down and make the doors open and close at the grocery store. You could hold a fluorescent light bulb up there beside the antenna. I could key down and make that come on.
You can also go over to church PA system.
Tammy said I could also go over to church PA system too. Oh, I didn't talk during church hours, Yep, like it is their campground, because you have property. And I mean, it's a little bit like that, y'all, when I go to the sportsman club. I don't know what it is, but there's something that I attract people. I don't know what it is. There was a man come over here. He's standing at the front door. He didn't know that I was sitting at the kitchen table. He's trying to talk to Tammy. And she like opened up the door, about 8 inches. The glass door. She told me he was wanting to come in. Because he stood there and talked about 30 minutes. He kept it clean, but he wasn't going on. And she told me like he was wanting to come in. Well, I've done it. You don't want everybody hanging off of you. And everybody talking to you. I used to go to that club every now and then. I could change these settings on a pacemaker. What was I saying, Tim?
That you used to go to the club.
Oh yeah, I've been to the club and have 3 women facing me, all 3 talking at one time. I mean, I don't know why they wasn't embarrassed. 3 at one time. But I mean, they wasn't. Hey, I must be God's gift for women or something. I just couldn't have. But y'all, it is something. It is something. I don't know about God's gift to women, but it is something. Us men do it too. You know, Tammy and my mama know this. Stephen does too. Stephen was married. Hey, we'll go off and go somewhere. 6, 7, or 8 of us. He wanted to go, boy. We had it going on. What is a smoking club? Oh, sportsman club's what it is. It's a place where we go camping at the river, Dan. No, you just misunderstand. It's a sportsman club. It's a place that we go to. It's about 20 miles from here or something like that. 20 minutes. Uh, but the hot weather's done got me and Tammy. And we was doing a bunch of stuff. Tammy was. Lights was going out 2 times a day for a while. Raining. The rain stopped us. And now, y'all, it's just so hot. And I know if I go, I will just be sitting in that camper. I know I will. It ain't like good weather where you can, you don't want to be outside. I can walk out on that back door right now, and it'll feel like I walked into a kitchen with the oven on. Right now. And what? Well, we don't really want to go no more. We want to go. But actually, if you just going to be sitting in the camper, watching TV, you'd probably rather, if you're just going to be sitting in there, you'd probably rather do it at home. It don't cost no money. Sir, you are God's gift to your family and strangers. Let's see. Good man are you. And all of us ladies appreciate Miss Tammy. Or with all of us love. Yeah, what this video is about here. The truth is even worse. I'm not going to mislead y'all. I know better. I could fool you. But I don't want to. Yeah, I'm still on Form Wife. What you been doing? Form Wife, why did you leave? Now, you one I thought I could count on. You done talking about, like, you still on? What you been doing, Form Wife? Form Wife said, it ain't none of his business what I've been doing. And every once in a while, y'all, I just like to get on here and talk and stuff. Just This video right here that me and Cassie made is probably gonna be the last one. Unless they like come back with something. And people come back with something. I might get back on here. I told mine we camp in the backyard. Yeah, you're right, Dan. Me and Tammy go out and get the camper right where it is, because that's what we'll be doing if we go. We wasn't even going to take the boat. We was going to go, but we wasn't going to take the boat. I figured we might come back and get the boat like next day or something. But it is so hot that it ain't fun. Dang, I just realized I could take the earphones off. And, I know from going to the lake and the river and all that right here, when it gets hot weather like this right here, that lake, you can go up there in July, you won't even hardly see a boat up there. It's just too hot. Okay, William. And young people, you don't even hardly see them. But you can go up there right before it's real hot. And that place will be loaded, boy. People fishing and swimming and pretty girls walking around on the docks and stuff. A bunch of us would go. We would be out there camping, it's for, I got this motor home, We'd be out there camping and we'd all go get in the lake and wash our hair. You can go out there and wash. You can go get in the lake and take a bar of soap and wash your hair just like you in a bathtub. And we'd all do that, and get in the pontoon boat and ride back to the car and all go out to eat, Go like to a famous restaurant, a kind of famous restaurant. And we had a lot of fun, but like once it gets so hot, you just sitting in a chair sweating. Everybody got sunglasses on. You can go out there and get in the water and cool down. But you don't want to stay in the water all day long. But you have to keep going and getting in there. They will go, I will follow. We was up there not long ago, y'all. Y'all know, well, he's also my friend too. Actually, he was my friend before. He was my friend when Stephen was little. That's Chris, Hollywood. Y'all kind of know him by Hollywood. We was up there fishing. We had my pontoon boat up there. I had Stephen's pontoon boat. Chris had his boat. And we got there at Lake Sinclair, it's about like 60 miles. He called up his wife I wouldn't have done this, but he done it. He called up his wife and said, "Go by, come up here, go to Burger King and get us 20 double whoppers." Hey, and she did too. And he rode over to the boat ramp where she was at and brung all that food back. When you walk, cut your just as hot. Miss Danny and Miss Tammy have some wonderful videos on the river. Yeah, just didn't ever. I I don't know that we fitting to go Helena. I know I'd like to go, and Tammy would too. But it is mighty hot. It is mighty hot. I mean, probably once we get going, we'll likely be going a pretty good bit, when it gets after this July and August. We're liable to get to going, and go regular. But that's kind of how we do. We go home a little while and everything, and then a week or two go back, It don't cost much. It don't matter where you at, you got to eat. You're going to eat and drink and smoke cigarettes. Don't matter where you at. And, it was $12 a day to stay there. And that's, that's electricity and lights too. So if you cut your lights and air conditioning off at home, your light will actually be breaking even. So it wasn't a bad thing, y'all. Hey, I want to tell y'all, I hope this is the last video. Hey, pretty lady, Miss Carol. I wouldn't mind this being the last video. If they come after me, it might not be. Now, I know these people, the main ones, is wanting these people to shut the hell up and leave me and Kathy alone. I guarantee you they want us to hush. But like them, few of them followers is poking the bear. I just assume this be it. And kind of get back to normal. But we'll see, We'll see if that's what they want. If somebody goes to telling me somebody said this and somebody said that, it's like, man said the woman didn't buy the sub, she didn't buy the views, but she stole the video, see? That's not an improvement. Even if these subs and the views are legit, having a stolen video is even worse in my book. In my book, it is. Everybody working their butt is trying to make, trying to make a YouTube channel and everything. They trying to do everything right, and they watching all the videos and listening to what I'm saying about YouTube and everything like that. They trying to do everything like the best of their ability and go over there. And it makes them want to give up. And did y'all know more people give up than succeed? It'll do a mind game thing on you. I mean, they spending money. They taking time out of their life trying to do everything right. There's somebody with 70 million views. And got it by using somebody else's comment, somebody else's video. Kind of bad, ain't it? Hey, it will do a mind game thing on you. It'll make you want to quit. Also, make you mad too. Frustrated. I want to tell you how I appreciate you coming in here, y'all. And appreciate the chatters. Y'all chatters are important in there. And we appreciate all the silent viewers too. Silent viewers, y'all, is a big part of YouTube. They are, I mean, everybody's important. Don't get me wrong, but the silent viewers is the base. If you get on here and all you got is chatters, I mean, you might not have but 30 people or 20. You need them silent viewers, y'all. But everything together works out good. I want to thank the moderators. Y'all don't pick at them people. If there's anybody in here that's liable to, don't pick at them people. Because I really don't want to come back in here and do this again. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I just soon everything go back to normal. Hey, we got on here and raised hell. And had a good time. But I'm ready to shut this down. It's back and forth bickering. And you let them mess with me, you'll see me back. I'm not warning them. That ain't what I'm doing. I just know how I am. I just know how I am, y'all. And I'm like that. Thank you, Lorraine. You know, the ones of y'all that really like me, I can tell. And I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, y'all. People can say, I don't care. We all care. Danny, I would always want you in my corner. Yeah, y'all, I don't know how long this been going on, but I'm ready to stop it. I ain't told nobody not to go watch nobody. Hell, man, I don't care. And I really don't care. I really don't care. I ain't that kind of person. Say, don't go watch them. Man, I don't care. I mean, like some of them talking about me and I don't even watch. The stuff I know just from people telling me, like, I just don't care. I just don't care about watching or listening, waiting for somebody to say something. You know, waiting for somebody to say something. I ain't gonna sit there and I just rather watch TV or something. All right, y'all. So I appreciate everybody. I do. Appreciate everybody. Tammy's channel's coming along good, y'all. She's gaining subscribers. She's getting more comfortable doing the lives. When she first got on here, I didn't know if she was gonna make it or not. She's kind of quiet. But I see her more and more. She's coming out of her shell. And like what's most important is I see her like having a good time. Like actually enjoying it. It's hard to get on here just for the money. You know, the first thing, there ain't much money, y'all. But you kind of got to enjoy getting on there. Oh, y'all, what's today? Grandma and Tammy will be live tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Uh, Tammy and Grandma is live Tuesday and Thursday at 6 o'clock. And then sometimes in between, like what I'm doing right now. But if you're somebody that watches, even if you're not a subscriber, you'll probably get a suggested, Danny's on, or Tammy's on. It's like the same way, a lot of people are not subscribers that watch it. But they don't, subscribing ain't really that important. Watching's more important than being a subscriber. You know that? If you're somebody that watches, they'll send something to you. YouTube knows who watches. Yeah, Tammy's doing a good job. I'm proud. Tammy ain't somebody that talks a lot, y'all. But I see she's getting on there and having fun. Hey, who knows, y'all? She might be able to handle this thing without me getting on there talking before it's over. I I done the same thing with Stephen, at first. Hey, murder. Yeah, you remember when Stephen started, y'all? I was go down there and stuff happening. Getting on it, it takes a little while for that flower to bloom. And start talking without holding back. It takes a little while. You say I don't like mess with Stephen no more, you know what I mean? You know what? I feel like y'all all understand. So I want to thank y'all for being here. Tammy and Grandma tomorrow night. Hey, good night, everybody. Me and Tammy looked up some of these series last night. So that's probably what we're going to do tonight. Like go through a few more, try to pick out like a real good one. But again, should you have commercials? Hey, I don't know. Yeah, hey, I see that alone. I know that it might be hard to believe, but Tammy's somebody that don't talk a whole lot. Every once in a while, she'll get to talking to me a lot, but she don't always talk much. Good night, everybody. We'll see you again. Again, 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 again. Let's see, what does it always say? All right, y'all. Bye, 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 bye. See y'all. Bye, bye.